This morning, story time for Sarah. It means everything to them, and to all of us. And everyone, we make complex care journeys simpler with comprehensive coordinated care for better patient outcomes. Now, Sarah's grandma doesn't spend all day at the infusion center. She gets her treatment at home with Evernorth's specialty pharmacy of Freedom. So Sarah never misses story time. Evernorth Specialty Services, because every minute counts.
Good morning, guys. I want to know everyone's opinion on this Diddy trial. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Double tap on your way in. Good morning. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I hope you guys are having a great morning wherever you are. Great day, great morning. Make sure you double tap the live to keep the live going. Let's talk about Diddy. What do you guys think? Today's verdict day. Hi, welcome to the channel.
In the house.
Petilo? Did I get it right? Petilo? Petilo. We're talking about Sean Diddy Combs. They just cannot figure it out.
And Holiday Crush. A record number of Americans expected to hit the highways and airports for July 4th travel.
Do you guys think Diddy is going to be guilty or not guilty? Hello, Austin. I am good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today? I hope everything is going well for you, like it is for me. You don't know? Okay. That's good. I'm over here making breakfast. Where is everyone watching from? Right now it is 10 o'clock in the morning for me. Make sure you guys double tap in the live. Keep the live going. Thank you for joining. I just wanted to know everybody's opinion on this Diddy trial. What do you guys think is going to happen? Double tap the screen for me while you're at it. Also with us, former Republican governor of Ohio, MSNBC political analyst John Kasich. Good to take that extra bit of water, Governor. And also with us, Democratic Congressman of Pennsylvania, former Congressman Conor Lamb. So Julie, I'm up watching the news, making some breakfast. Can't have breakfast without coffee. I am making breakfast. I'm making some eggs, bacon, toast. It's my breakfast. Some more eggs cooking. What about you guys? What are you guys up to? What's your plans for the day? What's everyone's plans for the 4th of July? What are your plans? Me and my husband and my son are going to go down to the waterfront and watch the fireworks and enjoy life. So, what are your plans for 4th of July?
July 4th deadline yesterday. Why the rush? Is there a fear of the GOP that the longer this is up for debate, the harder it'll be to pass?
Yeah, there's no reason for a July 4th deadline. It's completely made up, and in my estimation, pretty stupid. Getting a bill like this through the House in 2 days is looking at this. Duly noted. And if you were looking at this again, that deadline, you would say that this for about a month away from being able to get this done. I want to add one more wrinkle here. It is conservatives, as Julie said, but it's also those who are from states that have a lot of rural hospitals. The provider tax, the Medicaid provider tax, is being reduced in this bill, and a lot of rural hospitals are afraid that they're going to have to close. That impacts everybody in North Carolina.
What's everyone doing for the 4th of July? No one wants to talk and chat.
So you see these North Carolina members coming out and say they don't know if they can support the bill. They have a lot of poor people in their district. So this is
I'll be right back.
So sorry to interrupt, guys. Everybody stand by. We have some major breaking news here in New York City. The jury has reached a verdict in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. NBC's Hannah Alice is with us from the court. Hannah, what do we know?
I'm following along with you as you are reading what we are getting from our producer who is inside the courthouse and is giving us some notes. It says that there is a verdict. The prosecutors are now in the room. The defense team has gone into the back. The opponents is held. I should tell you, I was in the courthouse just a while ago. I was standing at the elevator and out came this family on the floor where there was a commissary, and they were going into that cafeteria area. They would be very calm. Some of them were smiling. Most of them, his children, were wearing black. And so it's just been in a matter of moments because I walked out of that courthouse only 5 minutes ago. So now everyone is going back into the courtroom.
Breaking news. They just reached a verdict on the Diddy case, y'all. They just reached a verdict. Can't wait to find out what it is.
As well as his family members, we have indicated that the jurors have reached some kind of a verdict. They covered around him.
Oh shit, y'all. Hootie hoo, Gen X, what's going on? I'm over here catching up on this Sean Diddy Combs trial, and they reached the verdict. They reached the verdict.
After yesterday, they had done something like
They just stopped the news to announce it.
2 days on these 5 federal counts that he's facing.
I don't know why. I'm just Diddy did it. Listen, I don't know nothing. I don't know anything. Oh, somebody's at the door. They reached the verdict, man. I don't know. What do you think, Gen X? What do you think about this whole thing that's going on right now? I think hubby's on the line too. I don't know.
that started at 9, it's only 7 past.
Q. They did, but I guess it was the way he was doing it and all the money that he was importing, and so it's racketeering, RICO.
In terms of their opinion,
Uh,
they were deadlocked on that first.
Racketeering, RICO,
Whatever happened overnight.
and
They've come to some sort of conclusion.
I don't know if domestic violence was specifically one, but
Waiting for all of the defense team to return to the courtroom.
they have reached a verdict on all 5 counts. So it's 5 counts: sex trafficking, transporting to engage in prostitution, sex trafficking by force, and transporting to engage in prostitution. So it's all those.
Maybe they're saying that they have a verdict again on those counts 2 through 5.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
In that they are deadlocked.
I agree.
I don't want to make any.
These are the charges right here. Let me show you.
Because
they're on the screen.
Because they did tell us yesterday that they had agreed on verdicts.
Oh,
verdicts
it just
for
went
counts
away.
2 through 5.
The
They
verdict
did
is
not
reached.
tell us what they had decided on those counts.
Yes. So they reached a verdict on 4 of the charges yesterday, but they were waiting for the most important one, which was the racketeering, which I guess they reached the verdict today. And I'm just over it. I'm tired of hearing about this. Just let us know what's going on. It's tiring. You know what I'm saying? And this man's life is on the line. Let's just know. We have too many A-list celebrities that are doing wrong with all this money. They need to get it together, man. But they did reach a verdict, and I cannot wait to find out what it is because I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't know. I guess they're gonna run down each verdict and see if he's guilty or not guilty. But I definitely do think he's gonna be guilty for something.
We're told he's walking in with his hands in prayer mode. He's taking his hand, but also put his hand over his heart as everybody is waiting for the verdict.
So they said Diddy walked in with praying hands and his hand on his heart. You already know, Q. You already know. And they're paying thousands of dollars for that shit, which is ridiculous. Get you a wife and be successful. I don't understand this shit. Oh, I just cursed, but I don't understand. Do you guys hear the news? So you guys, I don't want to show it, but I can let you hear it. An hour into court, y'all. Donald Trump gonna pardon his ass. You already know that. He's gonna pardon him. You already know he's gonna pardon him. You can hear? Okay, perfect. Q, make sure you double tap the live and subscribe while you're here.
We are being told that they have the verdict, and by that, again, when I hear you have a verdict, I assume that means they are unanimous. You know, maybe that there is miscommunication and it's just a jury note. But if it is a verdict, that would tell me that they are unanimous.
Thank you, Q. Appreciate you.
But we will see what the jury says. But if they are unanimous,
Count 1, racketeering conspiracies. Count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or I can't see. Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution. Count 4, sex trafficking by force, fraud. Count 5, transportation to engage in prostitution. That transportation to engage to prostitution sound like it's it, because you did.
Incidents where Cassie Ventura was beaten, where she was coerced, not just her.
Cassie was a freak just like Diddy. I ain't falling for that chick. I ain't falling for that chick. I seen all them text messages. She was playing right into it. The abuse. Okay. Count 1, racketeering. Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
Lisa, talk about this first count that gave the jurors pause, apparently, at least as of last night. Why was that one in particular maybe more difficult? Well, Christy and I were scratching our heads.
Even if he wasn't found guilty, this is going to ruin his reputation. No one's going to want to work with him. No one's going to want to have nothing to do with him. So I feel like either way, he's going to jail either way. Jail with nobody, with no one messing with you, in jail, physically in jail.
In order for us to find somebody guilty of a racketeering conspiracy on the criminal side of that, you first have to find that there's a conspiracy among more than one person, right? The defendant and others, to engage in a pattern of racketeering as evidenced by an agreement to commit more than two or
Okay,
at least
I can see that.
racketeering
I can see that, but I guess
acts.
it's.
That has a
I guess we'll see.
definition in the law. There are a bunch of what
I guess we will
lawyers
see.
call predicate crimes,
He's doing
or
good. He should be on the live,
as racketeering acts under the federal statute.
but I'm not
Here, the
sure.
prosecutors gave the jurors
Hold on, don't go nowhere. Let me text him.
different possibilities of what could cause
I just texted him.
forced
Let him know you asked, but he's doing great.
trafficking,
Oh no, I can't see my comments. Hold on. And we're back.
Two different acts from the same category.
Hey Sigma, how are you, honey? The world is different now. Diddy can get free and go on a generational run without people backing him. Imagine Diddy start streaming. Diddy start. I'm good, Sigma. We're covering the Diddy case right now.
Still in a relationship with him as of the time of his arrest in June 2024. They say
Right,
that
Q.
the paradigmatic
He gonna have to do something.
was that episode at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles that we've all seen on video. The one with Jane, they say, occurred at a home in June of 2024. And they say at that point, Sean Combs was on to the fact that he was under federal investigation. So he wasn't going to hotels anymore to commit these
Right, because everybody know he gay now.
hotel nights, but instead was coercing her.
So everyone that has entered the chat, they have reached a verdict on the Diddy trial.
Because I know you have some more information about what's happening in the courtroom right now, Rahana.
Diddy will run with the LGBTQ, and with his woke culture, he'd be the man of the year. He's donating so much money to the LGBTQ.
They should maintain decorum when this verdict is read. We have the verdict, we're told, on all 5 counts now. Combs is seated, his head is down. The defense team is standing right now. The word in this that we're getting from our producers is that the tension is palpable inside that.
The tension is big.
Again, the defense is standing.
Babe,
The jury is coming in.
They've reached a verdict on the Diddy case. We're following it right now.
Again, Combs is
You can hear it.
his head is down. Everyone is
This is
quiet
breaking
and
news.
standing when the jurors came in. The judge is asking, had asked the deputy to hand him a note.
The jury's just walked in and handed the
Again,
note.
asking everyone to maintain order when the verdict is read. We're just moments away, just seconds away from finding out.
Seconds away.
What the outcome is on this federal trial.
Seconds away to find out, guys.
Sean Diddy
They just
Combs.
passed the jury form
After some
to the judge.
34 witnesses, more than 7 weeks.
I don't know, babe. I think he's going to be guilty on some of them. There's 5 counts. Racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, transportation to engage in prostitution, which we all know he did, sex trafficking by force and fraud, transportation to engage in prostitution.
And now he's standing, waiting to find out what his fate is.
Free him. If he could be free, be free. But either way, it's like being in jail because your reputation is going to be done for or you're physically going to be in jail.
On these 5 counts, federal counts.
So it like sucks for both parts.
That we've been talking about, including the racketeering, the sex trafficking.
Free to freaky.
Again, what's we're seeing right now is that the jury is coming in.
Yeah, Rahana, we're just waiting. Exactly. We're waiting for.
That's so
our
smart.
Reporters inside the courtroom
Well.
to fill out this jury sheet as the verdict is read. And again, the jury's there. So as soon as we have the verdict, we will report that out right now. In the meantime, Chrissy.
Okay, they'll be back.
Await the answer to all of our questions, which is he guilty or not guilty? We should know.
Thank you.
There are 5 counts.
Yeah,
Talk to
we
us
did.
about his
Stop,
potential
Spuddy.
sentence involving these crimes. So there are 2 of the 5 counts that
Stop
are
it.
for sex trafficking. One for
Stop
sex
it.
trafficking of Cassidy Ventura, the other for sex
Eggs are
trafficking
busting.
of Jane Doe.
Got me side. I am a
Each of those
smoothie.
counts carries a
These eggs is
mandatory
busting.
minimum. meaning the
Word.
judge cannot go lower than 15 years in prison. Christy, I'm gonna
Wow.
interrupt you, forgive me, we have the first verdict.
First verdict, y'all.
Count one, racketeering conspiracy.
Not guilty.
How do you find the defendant?
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
And so now they'll move on to count two. Count two, how do you find the defendant not guilty? That is the sex trafficking.
Not
of
guilty.
Cassandra
Oh
Ventura.
shit, y'all.
On count three, which is Manhattan transportation involving.
Transportation to engage in prostitution, guilty.
Count four, sex
Damn.
trafficking of Jane. Not
Sex
guilty.
trafficking
Count
of Jane Doe,
five,
which we all know who that is, not
transportation
guilty.
of Jane, guilty.
Guilty. Transportation to engage in prostitution,
Mixed
guilty.
verdict here. Not
He's guilty on two.
3 of the charges, guilty on 2 of the charges.
Hey,
Is that
Benny
your
from
reaction?
Texas.
Well, this might
So he is
explain
guilty
sort
on-
of confusion that we had yesterday, and I want to go back to what racketeering conspiracy is about and why, having found 2 instances of
Guilty,
transportation with an
guilty.
intent to commit prostitution,
2 out of
this is a
5,
jury
yes.
that still didn't find Sean Combs
And that's what I
guilty of
said. The
racketeering
transportation
conspiracy
of
because
to engage in prostitution, that is guilty because there was crucial evidence for that. Damn. 2 out of 5.
Racketeering acts, but of course, a RICO charge requires 2 other things. It requires that the jury find an existence of a conspiracy, and it requires also that they find that there is an enterprise formed for the purposes of carrying out unlawful acts. And that may be.
He is gonna get out, babe. He is. He's Diddy.
Both Cassie Ventura and Jane Doe for purposes of prostitution, they were against Sean Combs alone. They were not framed as conspiracy charges. The jurors here are saying they find Sean Combs guilty of it, but they may not have bought the fact.
House
that,
arrest.
for
I see that.
To the extent that people in his business life, people who were employees of Combs Enterprises, which even the prostitution concedes is also a legitimate business, they may not have accepted that Sean Combs was simultaneously running a criminal enterprise largely fueled by people who
He's just a freaky ass man, that's it.
Other businesses, including his chief of
He ain't
staff,
running no criminal enterprise. He's just freaky as hell. And now we all know he gay.
The prosecution's theory of the case and testimony that they
Yeah, I can
received,
see that too.
all of those people were intimately involved in facilitating
Yeah.
Sean Combs's 2 decades-long pattern of sex trafficking and abuse of these women. Again, based on this,
I could
verdict,
see
you
this.
may
Sex
have
trafficking by
justified
force.
that part. They may
No.
have thought Sean Combs
Transportation to
was
engage in
alone, but he wasn't
prostitution.
responsible for
I can
sex
see that.
trafficking his ex-girlfriends. At worst, he transported them different places, both within the United States and outside the United States, for the purposes of engaging in.
I don't know.
sex
So
acts
what-
with escorts.
I guess we have to find out if he's gonna do any time for this. I guess that's what's next. So 2 out of 5 counts. Ain't nothing wrong with the freak off. But he wanna be freaky, let him be freaky. But can you be criminally charged for being freaky with women that agreed to do it? They did. And Cassie to me is the same person as Diddy, but just in a female version.
To engage in prostitution. What's your reaction to this verdict? What do you make?
Well, the defense is bringing
Trump is watching this right now saying, I'ma free him.
guilty counts on the Mann Act charges, but as
I'ma make everybody mad and I'ma free him. Cassie is a hoe. Them text messages proved it all. She was with it until she wasn't with it no more. And then wanna make up.
I think the jurors are allowed to speak publicly about the verdict, but what happens here when you have sex trafficking for Mr.
Probably
sex trafficking,
something to do with his funds, maybe hold his funds or something like that. But I know everybody that he was messing with
prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
is out of the picture. He's like, fuck all y'all. Fuck all of y'all. Y'all all told on me. Y'all all told about my business, my freaky shit, all of that.
To explain to the jury why someone,
Make sure you guys like the live on your way in. Please keep the live going.
intimate partner by
Yeah, they coming for that money. What?
decided that she
Come on. They said that in the beginning. That that's what they wanted to do. Get a hold of his finances.
that she wanted to.
It's over for this.
Engage. They may just have not believed that she wasn't a willing participant. That's what these 2 not guilty counts of the sex trafficking say to me.
Christy, you spent a lot of time in that courtroom listening to witnesses.
The 2 guilty verdicts were for Jane Doe, which we all know, that's Daphne, and
witnesses.
For Cassie, transportation to engage in prostitution. Those were the two. And they have it twice for both individuals.
To not find that,
Not all his money. Just at first they wanted, if he was found guilty on all 5 charges, they were gonna take a hold of his money, and now all his money was gonna belong to the feds. But because he didn't, they're probably just gonna monitor his spending.
he is then beating her and dragging her by the hair to bring her back. There's an escort in the room. It's not all you need is that one incident. You have all the text messages.
Yeah, that's what in the beginning they said that's what
Other acts.
was gonna happen if he was found guilty.
Would have been sufficient for this jury to convict.
I don't know, this is crazy, man. But like I said before, I wanted this day to come because I'm so over it, and I'm so,
This is a real backlash.
I know. I'm so over hearing this and so over this being the topic of everyday world.
Telling you with their words, but when they are backed up by video, by other witnesses,
Yeah.
by escorts in the room, by their family.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They would have took all his cheddar. That's what I was saying because they had mentioned it right in the beginning of the trial.
Her friends, all the people who witnessed the violence, and said they were scared of him, and so they were so scared that they didn't want to call the police, and they didn't want to leave areas he was in. All of his personal assistants who were terrified by this man's reign of terror, having sat there in court for all of Cassie's
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm tired of hearing it.
sitting there for all of these other witnesses who corroborated what she said. It is, I think, a stunning verdict to come back and find him not guilty of the sex trafficking of Cassie.
Yeah,
Ventura.
I feel the
So
same way, Jen.
I really think that anyone who
I feel the same way. The women need, yeah, free Tory. You already know, free Tory Lanez. I know he's watching this shit like, what the fuck?
I really agree with Christian.
Tory Lanez is next. Watch when this is all over, how much you want to bet. Tory Lanez is next. They're going to pull his case right back up. That boy need to get out of jail. That man needs to get out of jail. He's in jail for no reason at all, and they tried to kill that man. They tried to kill that man. All right, to the poll, will Diddy be guilty or not guilty? 67% says yes, 33% says no.
In the rebuttal argument, which I have to commend Christy for pointing out to me how exemplary it was. And when you told me who was the
I already know. I'm here for it.
it.
I'm here for it.
Christy just said, they only needed to find one incident. Even if they thought that at other times in the relationship, that she consensually engaged in the freak offs. That, for example, at the beginning of their relationship, she might have done
You
so
surprised?
onto him to maintain his happiness. It is clear that by the end, both of those women, Cassie Ventura and Jane,
Honestly, I'm not because I didn't know where this was gonna turn. I didn't. And I feel like they needed a little bit more stronger evidence for the things that they were trying to accuse him of. You know, especially like a criminal enterprise. I don't think that was it. I just think that he was down to, he has all this money in the world. Oh yeah, he's he's next. The whole Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, all that. Because you know if Desiree Perez goes down, she's snitching too. She is. I see it in her face. But damn, what was I saying before? Oh, I don't think he was running a criminal enterprise. I just feel like he has all this money in the world. Time went by, and he's like, yo, I got all this money. Why not? I'm going to pay for the top-notch shit. I'm going to pay what I really want, what I really want to do. And how come the sex workers aren't getting charged with prostitution? Why? That's prostitution. If you're getting money for doing a freaky act, that is prostitution. But everybody's all under immunity and all doing all this other shit. It's crazy.
There was still any question, as Krista just said, it's on video. The freak off is still going on. The escort was still in the room. If the sex was done, there's no reason for the defendant to care if she is leaving. The defendant was furious.
This is crazy.
The freak off was not done. He had not done everything he wanted to get. There's no second.
Armand Wiggins is live. Big win for Diddy. No Rico, not guilty. Yep.
And right now we're learning from inside the courtroom that
Listen.
was giving praying hands and a thank you to the
jury. Rahima, what else is happening? What more can you tell us about what's happening in the proceeding and what's next?
For sure, one of the defense team members was literally wiping tears from her eyes, and his chief defense counsel, Mark Agnifilo, is saying in light of the fact that Sean Combs is no longer charged, and I'm reading this here coming from our producers inside the courtroom, is no longer charged with sex trafficking, which carried detention, and he is only charged with prostitution. He should be released with appropriate conditions to Star Island, that is his home.
So they're
Florida.
saying
He has
that
passport,
the other
and
counts
that he's
were-
flying his private planes or charter, so he cannot or whatever the court would see the term as being necessary. So they are asking that Combs, who has been in detention
This
since
is what they're
September,
asking.
when he turns himself in, that now that the verdict has come in from the jurors, that he be released since he has been found not
Right, Jen.
guilty
I'll see you later,
of the
boss.
most serious charges
Thank you for tuning
that were
in.
against him. And the judge is saying that they have to work out the mechanics of how bond might be applied. But
So
he
the judge is
has to
talking
go
about
to
bond
Florida if he can be released today.
and seeing if he can be released
Chris,
today.
you used to work in the Southern District of New York, as we discussed. Did the office overshoot you? No, they didn't. Look, sometimes, the case can unfortunately get decided in jury selection.
Hi, Spotty. You want to say hi to everybody? No.
That may have been a factor here. I think, actually, taking a step back, I think there was some aggressive charging, one with respect to the sex trafficking of Jane, and two with respect to some of the
Where are you?
racketeering counts, predicate acts. that
Spotty over here
they-
trying to
that they had
fuck with
included.
me.
The defense, I think, did a very good job in closing, in pointing that out, pointing out places where they did, where they were too aggressive. And then when you do that,
Chris, what time is your pickup?
credibility as to the counts where you do have extremely
Okay.
solid evidence. Again, evidence.
Hey, girl, you missed it. I was just covering the Diddy trial, girl. They reached a verdict on all 5 counts, and I had two over easy eggs with like 3 slices of bacon. I'm at work. I'm gonna get him ready soon. How are you? How was your night? Did you guys do anything else after dinner yesterday? But yes, they reached the verdict on the Diddy trial, girl. He was guilty on 2 out of 5 counts.
Prostitution consent is not a defense, so that was a very easy count for the prosecution to prove it.
What you doing? What you up to?
Where you have to prove the force, fraud, or coercion to engage in those acts. That obviously
Spotty, what are you doing?
is a higher burden, but again, one that I think at least with respect to
Oh, you went to bed?
they easily
Okay.
cleared
It was a
based
long
on
day
the
for you
evidence
guys.
presented in trial. During
So,
your time in the courtroom,
I get
so
that.
what was the atmosphere like? Did you have any read on the jurors then?
Yeah.
There was one juror that.
Oh, yeah, you didn't watch Sinners?
Prosecutors didn't strike based on his answers to Vladimir, but that.
Girl, they found him guilty on the prostitution with Jane Doe and Cassie. So, sex trafficking, no, I'm sorry, transportation to engage in prostitution, 2 counts.
At which certain jurors seemed skeptical of certain of the personal assistance, but not
Yeah.
necessarily, I didn't observe any skepticism.
Oh, I understand.
With respect to this case. I would say the atmosphere more.
He better not be whack on his birthday, man. He gotta brighten up the spirit a little bit. He be a little dull. He be dimming your light a little bit.
Never seen
On the live, not in life.
before, and
On the
they
live.
are animated, they care a lot
Oh,
about this
hey,
group
Fresh.
And this trial, they're following everything closely, there are multiple
My bad.
overflow rooms just to be able to fill, just the need for all of the people who want to see.
What
this
you guys got
trial.
planned for the day?
So, and in terms of that core group of people who've been coming every day, is very much a pro Sean Combs sentiment, and a lot of people are wearing shirts saying that he is
My
innocent.
bad.
And I'm assuming
What's up for
those
today?
individuals must be,
And what are you guys doing
pretty
for the 4th of
happy
July?
today.
Do they have like a big thing with the fireworks?
Defense strategies
We're gonna go down
we
to the
witnessed
waterfront for me.
was them
And
saying,
I have to work
yes,
that
he
night.
committed that's not the
Okay.
charge here. I think it was a
Any new content coming?
because,
And are you going live today? Make sure you let me know so I can be there
I hope you guys
before
know that
everybody.
in talking to the jurors. Do you think the defense strategy was what did it for them in these not guilty verdicts?
Oh, nice.
Catherine,
Okay.
Or was there some kind of
At your
strategy
house?
in the
Or are you guys
prosecution
going out?
strategy?
You know, I don't blame the
And who usually
prosecutors.
grills?
I was in
You
the
or
prosecution for a
Fresh?
substantial part of my career as a prosecutor. These cases are very hard. It's
No live today?
Me too. It's very hard.
Oh no.
to wrap
You should
your
go live a
mind
little bit.
Why someone would stay, and I know why they would stay. It's about power and control. But you have 7 weeks and witness after witness.
Oh, okay.
And tough cross-examination.
Okay. You guys inviting people over?
Even if it was the lead attorney, it was hard for the jurors to find these 2 women, particularly Ms. Ventura, credible. And yes,
Hubby said he wants some chicken.
they had to because it's on
Hell
video.
yeah, some grilled chicken on the grill.
This wasn't just
Or a rack of
someone
ribs.
being beaten up by the boyfriend.
Yeah,
This was
definitely, you know.
sex trafficking by force.
You know the vibes.
Because
Just let me know
if you
so I can do
believe
my
Ms.
mod
Ventura,
job.
She was escaping one of the freak-offs. Clearly, the jury didn't believe
Oh,
that.
okay.
They believed what the defense said.
Sometimes it's better that way.
And they owned it because he can't be
Yeah, no.
prosecuted for what
When are you gonna
was
get your
on the video.
braids?
If you believe it was just, beating up your girlfriend, that was an assault. It was years ago, it was beyond the statute. of
You're all
limitations.
invited.
So the
Shit.
defense is going to
If I would have known 2 months in advance, I might have went.
that cannot
It's
be
literally in 2 days.
So these are very hard cases, and I don't want to be tough on the prosecutors.
Invite us
It was always
through the
going to
live.
be
We'll be there.
even with the video, to convince the jurors.
You're only like,
Do you think
you're
having
only
this
8 hours
or
away from me.
have
I'm saying
worked in
only,
his
like,
favor to create
you know.
maybe some kind of sympathy with the jury?
It doesn't hurt seeing, I think, his young daughters, young meaning, teen, early 20s were there.
Yeah, so basically, yes, we will go live. Okay, bet. I'm gonna go live too.
Everyone
On the 4th of July.
knows who you're of a certain age like me. You remember
Yeah,
the
did you like my shorts?
and
Girl, I was on
the
CapCut going in yesterday.
Mary J. Blige's.
Going
So
in.
let's not,
CapCut.
forget that
CapCut is
this
cute.
person's a very high-profile
I like the one with Jim Carrey, and it says you better feel like this every day.
actors that went in,
You alright?
And the 2 critics, he may, I'm interested if the judge will release him on bail.
Okay.
Because they are not facing.
Am I gonna cook for the 4th?
Mandatory minimum.
And let's go back to Raheem as it pertains to whether he will remain in custody. until
Yeah,
sentencing.
maybe.
Can you tell us?
I do have a grill.
Absolutely.
I have to clean it.
As you can imagine, the
So I don't know.
prosecution wasn't so
I don't know
willing
yet.
to quickly go along with the
But
notion
probably.
of releasing
But at night, we're gonna be at the waterfront, so
They said,
if I do,
that this, what he
Okay,
asked
I will keep them coming.
says,
I
carries
will.
substantial penalties.
Running out of ideas,
They
girl.
said
It's like, you know how you guys have like the sneakers.
and they intend to seek
Fashion Nova has 50% off summer sale, one day only. Oh, thank you. My hair care routine. Girl, I'll touch the girl. But my hair care routine is my husband. He takes care of my hair.
the defense in terms of what would be the appropriate thing to do for him to consider that. He says he understands that Mr. Combs.
Yeah, but it's a lot of olive oil. A lot of olive oil is very good for your hair. When you wash your hair, don't let it air dry. Make sure you blow dry it. It's the best way.
Essentially, we said you should.
You gotta share it, babe, so they know.
In the courthouse, they have a whole day.
Just a lot of olive oil.
Verdict has come down so early in the
Yeah,
morning.
and
Not gonna send you back to detention just yet.
yeah, definitely don't let your hair just sit there wet. That is very bad for your hair. And then try to get a set style, get some braids, get a nice washing set. You know, double tap the live while you're here too.
Lisa, what factors
Keep
will
the live
judge be
going.
considering in determining whether to
No,
grant
he didn't braid it. He helped me part it.
Well, one of the things he just asked prosecutors
He helped me
was
part
give
it.
me an example
I
where
braid my own
someone
hair.
was convicted solely on these transportation to commit
Yep,
prosecution
I braid
charges,
his hair
but
too.
nonetheless,
When I go live, I'll show you.
while they are awaiting
But we tend to
sentencing.
get the same styles and stuff, but his is a little different. I did a little design on his.
The victims being transported are children. I don't have
But
any
yes,
examples
I braid
on
my
top of
own
head
hair.
involving adults. She then asks for some time to prepare a letter. That's code for the U.S. Attorney's Office. is going to
And you
go
part
back
it because I've been needing your help parting it.
to
So
research and see if they can substantiate why it is under the law. They have a
make sure you guys
right to
double tap the live to keep the live
request
going.
protection.
Support my channel.
Potentially to the victims who
All
testified
YouTubers
against
matter.
him or
We
anyone
matter,
else
y'all.
who testified against him. They have not said that expressly, but
Yeah.
think about
I'm blessed. When are you getting your braids? I can't wait to see it.
you're the primary victims.
You finished?
Again and again. And then you multiply that by all of the other witnesses.
He might, but they're talking about bond, so he's gonna bond right out.
You know, you still get jilted.
But they're also putting up $1 million bond. He's gonna
Well, that's
bond
what they did by 1 o'clock. We'll know what.
Yeah.
While she does have monetary compensation from
for him. No, he'll have that in 20 minutes. Yes, he does, girl. Yes, he does. He be keeping me on my shit. Like last night, he wanted me to put some oil in my hair, but I didn't want it all over my pillow because I've been breaking out like crazy. And just trying to figure out what it is that's breaking me out. If I needed to wash my pillowcases or the oil on our hairs. So, what type of Scott style are you getting? Let me know when you're ready, Chris. Okay?
You know, as they recap,
People are now going to be terrified.
as they recap this case,
Yeah.
he is a scumbag.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you play.
Mhm.
You can see a local boy from Mount Vernon, like, you know what's scumbag.
Yeah. So tingles. So never again.
When they were out of the country, that's exactly when it happened.
You should have made him comb it out. Or maybe not. Maybe not. He would have probably been bald headed fucking with them.
History of violence and violence that almost
That is
mimics
hilarious.
what we think of as the street gang
Are you gonna get cornrows, boho, twist? What you gonna get?
about when we charge this as a RICO case, saying our colleague
Washing sets, babe. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
this is bad conduct. But the prosecutors here are trying to fit
Oh no, stay away from my hair. I know that's right. Are you gonna get boho, twist, or box braids?
If you look at the documents in the case and the
Well, congratulations, Nikki. I'm happy for you. Make sure you double tap the live to keep the live going since you popped in and say, hey girl.
Let's go back to Rahena.
I gotta get him up soon.
More color from inside the courtroom as it pertains
Braids?
to
Okay.
reaction from Sean Combs
Nice.
and
Are you gonna keep your hair color or are you gonna get a different color?
Absolutely, Anna. The judge has thanked the jurors and they have left the courtroom. And in fact, the judge has now adjourned until 1 o'clock this afternoon. At that point, this courtroom erupted in cheers. We're hearing that Sean Combs.
Yeah, I love that color on you, girl. It looks
with
great.
his head in his,
And when I went through your videos, I seen you with the boho and I like them on you. They look cute.
and cheering.
How much do they charge for boho over there?
Big loud shouts of joy, attorneys hugging one another while prosecutors simply walked past them.
Booty
And
braids,
the defense
down to the
team
booty
now
braids,
is going
down to the
into
booty
gallery where the
braids.
family was seated and hugging the family. As the
There's a
courtroom
song
is
called
now
that.
slowly, starting to clear. But what we had heard from the judge.
Spotty.
before the,
Spotty.
verdict was read, he had
What you doing?
admonished everyone to please stay calm, that he did not want any
What are you
outbursts during the reading of the verdict, but that verdict has been read. The jurors are out of the courtroom. The court has been adjourned until 1 o'clock this afternoon, and that was the signal
Yeah, send me a
for this
pic.
family to rejoice.
You say
over what
yes.
they believe
I miss
is
my
the best
boho braids.
part
I
of
like them.
what this verdict
I just
is.
couldn't wear them for that
And
long.
that's
They became
not
very heavy. I needed to get them out my head.
charges against
Do you get them small or
and
medium?
as his attorney says, it means
And when I got the boho braids, I made sure to get human hair curls because you know we don't want them tangling up. I think I want that again. Babe, what you think? The boho braids were nice on me. Yeah.
It probably should be remembered that they're going to say that he has never faced charges like this before, and so that might be something that
Maybe like towards the winter time
the judge does
when we really
sentence
need it.
Combs for the, federal charges that he
How's the weather over there, Blas?
just this morning. Lots of cheers all around that courtroom.
And a reminder to our viewers and those who may just
All human hair, even the braids. 'Cause when I did it, I got the master mix, which is synthetic and real, for the braiding. But for the curls, I got human.
Sentence for each of those charges is 10 years in prison.
But just because, because you have to buy the hair. Duh. Okay, the hair. Where do you get your hair from? Do you go to your local hair store or do you buy it online? You know what I've been wanting to try so bad?
So the sentence on counts
A lace front.
35.
A nice lace front. I'm going to send you this girl.
There's no mandate that those would be.
Yeah, but I would get synthetic braids and then human hair for the curls.
Sounds like prosecutors
You know?
are
That's what I would do.
saying they will seek the
But,
maximum term of imprisonment
how much you charge for the hair?
And what is important to note
But
is
there's this girl that I follow, and she is so good with the hair.
there is at
120 is not bad. I paid like 2 something for mine. But like I said, it was real human hair curls and synthetic hair for the braids. It wasn't bad.
was convicted of. The judge can consider that at the time.
And I get a lot of
of
curls.
sentencing. So all the evidence that this judge sat through, over a
Okay.
month of trial here.
Okay.
All of the evidence of that, the violence of the.
I had a quick weave like you did before,
Extortion, the
but
arson, all of
I
that.
did it wrong because I got black hair and my hair in the light is like medium brown. So it just didn't really look right to me. So I just have to make sure I match it with the hair. And girl, it was itchy in the back. Oh Lord. It started coming up.
What will you expect this afternoon then? And just
Here they make you
deciding
buy the hair and
what
pay
you
for the
get.
install, yeah. They have some braiding hair, but
I think
sometimes
that's
it's not the
hard to
color you
say. I
want.
think we're going to see both sides are going to submit letters by 1 p.m. and the prosecutors are going to be looking now.
You do know, babe.
at cases where
I gotta get rid of this
just
big line right
convictions
here.
for the Mann Act,
Blas, do you use anything for your eyes
led
over
to
here that's like guaranteed to work?
And
I need some
by the way,
stuff.
There are plenty, they shouldn't have a hard time finding those, because they do exist, even if you have.
That's
not
what I'm saying. I don't know if it would be for me, but they are nice.
Transporting for prostitution, those counts do carry prison terms.
The
and
quick
people
weaves are
with
cute
some
too,
degree
but
of
my hair is short, so sometimes you can see the hair in the back when they leave it out.
Even just on those counts. So expect them to highlight those examples in the letter.
Is it working?
Obviously, the defense will take the different tack of saying.
I remember I used to get these pink eye patches from Sephora, but I can't remember the name, and all the celebrities wear them. Like Tommy Lee, all of them girls over there. But I can't remember, but they were so good. And then from CVS, the ones I like too is Lost Baggage. Girl, those things are really good, but they're expensive for just one. So I only tried it once from CVS. I think I'm gonna go get it. And then there was a face mask that I was using. I cannot remember what it looks like. So every time I go to CVS, I'm just standing there like, which one do I get? Oh, I just got your text. I'm gonna look at it in a second.
Well, it's all.
It's a cream?
In
Okay.
the hands now of the judge after the jury.
Okay, I'm gonna look
came
at
out
it.
with their verdict again.
Is it a nightly cream or like
Three counts of
daily?
Serious charges that Sean Diddy Combs was facing, guilty on 2 counts of the transportation for purposes of prostitution. I do wonder because we saw really what triggered these charges. Was the
Oh,
civil case
okay.
that was
Well, I'll look
filed
at it and you let me know
initially.
if it's working for you.
Could we face
But I'm gonna try to
additional
find those
civil
patches that I was
cases
using
or
before because they were really,
complaints that
really
way?
good.
What about state charges, Catherine, given this was a federal case?
Well, there are actually
Okay.
pending civil suits that are sort of similar allegations with different individuals. State,
Okay.
Manhattan's jurisdiction
All right.
is solely in Manhattan, so he would have to be charged with acts that occurred in Manhattan if they're not.
I'm definitely gonna
if they're
look at
not
it.
Beyond the statute of limitations. I don't foresee that, but I don't speak on behalf of the office and I have no.
All right, guys,
inside
I'm about to
knowledge.
get off of here because I'm at work and I have to get my patient ready for the day. But thank you guys for tuning in. Blas, you already know. I will text you. Let me know if you go live today. And babe, I will call you.
All right, ladies, thank you all
Thank
so
you,
much.
guys.
Please stay with us for Hannah Ellis, Catherine Christian, Lisa Rubin, and
I love you too, baby.
More on this breaking news.
Oh, Q, you were still in here.
Story will also follow.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Okay, all right, guys. Have a wonderful morning, and I will see you later.
We come back. Don't go anywhere.